We will begin shortly. We will begin shortly. Sound check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Sound check 1 2, mic check 1 2. All right. Sounds good. Hop on this IG for my people, man. Let me hop on this IG for the people too. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Hey, peace and love, world. Y'all see, I got Atlanta behind me, downtown Atlanta. We got our Kush snacks. Got my shirts, boy. Come on, man. Let's get it. Straight movement. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to all the mothers out there, too, acting as fathers. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers acting as mothers. What's up, Atlanta? You see me? You see me? You see me? Bright and early. Let's get to work, because I got things to do today. All right. How is everybody feeling today? Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Let's get this stuff done early before everybody even rises up. Hey. Feeling good today. Feeling good today. I hope everybody is feeling grand. Hope everybody can hear me well. We are about to get started in the lecture. Let me put the picture up there for y'all. So here's how this is going down today. I'm not a licensed attorney or a tax expert. I do this for educational and informational purposes only. If you find this information of value, you know what to do. Leave a donation on the Cash App. The Cash App is TheDonKilam. 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 Or you can go to MalikKilam.com and choose the donation option. MalikKilam.com. That's MalikKilam.com. Or you can go to donkilam.com/donate. That's DONKILAM.com/donate. If you have PayPal, only DonKilam.com accepts PayPal. MalikKilam.com accepts credit cards and cryptocurrency. And then the Cash App, of course. And we can receive Bitcoin on that as well. Now let's get started. I really don't want to go through these documents, really, but y'all got to see them, you know? So, in order to see the screen shares, which I'm not going to leave this stuff up very long, you need to go to the YouTube, DonKilam, DONKILAM, the actual channel, donkilam.com, the channel. If you spell out youtube.com/donkilam.com, DOTCOM, that's how you spell the .com, DOTCOM, donkilam.com. After the YouTube, it'll take you directly to my YouTube page. The Instagram page is DON_KILAM. That's the regular Instagram page. And then Jeffrey McBride Bang on the Facebook. Or you can just look up the Don Kilam on the Facebook page. Hope everybody's having a great, wonderful day. So, what we're going to go over today, child support. And like I said, if you want these templates, I'm going to make them available for $100. $100 to get off child support, that's nothing. All right. Now, if you need coaching, we'll coach you. Even help you fill in some blanks with coaching. $500. All right. With the coaching. If you want this done for you with coaching and done for you, fill in the blanks all the way. It's going to be $1,000, man. All right. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes with child support. And I'm trying to show y'all the simplest ways that make sense to me, and that we've seen remedies. Like they sometimes they send us some letters trying to dispute some things, but we always see remedy. And then when you keep taking these steps further, you can go ahead and get the money that you've already paid in, or that's really due to you, because these are just contracts. Everything is just contracts. That's what a lot of people got to understand. All right, these are just contracts. Everything is a contract. Everything is in commerce. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I'm just gonna go directly to the email that I'm gonna be sending. And I'm gonna pull it up for everybody. Let's follow along. The first thing is first, though. They need to know who you are. What's your status? Okay? They need to know who you are. Identity, status, then standing. You gotta understand. Identity, status, then standing. Anytime you're dealing with the color of a law court system. Okay? Identity, status, then standing. You got to know who you are. You got to know who the United States is, okay? So first of all, they're considering you a person. I need you to know that. They're considering you a person. And a person automatically is going to be considered a sole proprietorship under direct control of the United States holding company, all right? What is a sole proprietorship? A sole proprietorship is also known as a sole trader, individual entrepreneurship, or proprietorship. It's a type of enterprise owned and run by one person in which there is no legal distinction between the owner and the business entity. And a lot of people want to know what makes you qualified to teach child support. Motherfucker, I got kids and all my baby mamas try to put me on child support. That's why. And I'm not paying a damn thing. Okay? You do the you can do a search on me really quick. I don't want to put my personal business out there too much, but shit, it's public information. And affidavit termination child support, I filled it out. You know, I really didn't know what I was doing at the time when I did this, but it worked, okay? It worked. The state was trying to put me on child support. The first win I ever had, I got my child support amended to $1 a month. $1 a month. Baby mama was mad. Child's mother was mad. Let's see if this is the case. So they tried to put me on child support. I filed an affidavit of termination of child support right here. And then within a month, they had to agree to it. The courts had to agree to it, and they terminated the child support. So that's that right there. What you must know is child support comes from TANF. TANF is a block grant. Child support is a TANF block grant. TANF block grant. Families in need receive cash assistance, funds, and estate funds they must spend to meet TANF's maintenance. So when the child's mother is on TANF, I need y'all to understand this. They're receiving grant money and they're making the father pay it back. I hope this makes sense. I don't know how much more sense how much more simplified I can make. And if you find this information of value, I need you to like, subscribe, share it. Share with at least 3 people. Share with at least 3 people you think is going to find this information of value. A TANF block grant. Under the TANF, the federal government provides a block grant to the states, which use these funds to operate their own programs in order to receive federal funds. States must also spend some of their own dollars on programs for needy families as defined by the state. They won't get this block grant. They get this block grant. This is what the mother is receiving. They're receiving grant funds, and they're making the father pay back grant funds. Come on, man. You don't have to pay back no damn grant. Now, look. We're going to go to 28 U.S.C. definitions. These are the court definitions. First of all, court means any court created by the Congress of the United States, excluding the United States Tax Court. This is 28 U.S.C. 3002, subsection 2. Court means any court created by the Congress of the United States, excluding the United States Tax Court. So with that being said, if they don't have permission from Congress, then this is a tax issue. You need to understand this is a tax issue. Child support is a tax issue. If child support was a case, then you would have a jury. You would have a choice. Hey, I want jury by trial. This is straight summary judgment, period. Debt means an amount that's owed to the United States. Isn't child support a debt? So if it's a debt that's owed to the United States based on bullshit-ass contracts. Excuse my language. You got to understand, they're making you a person, a black person at best, to most of my black brothers out there that think they're black and don't declare nationality. When you're using person, especially a black person, you're less than 3/5 of a person. Some states it's 33rds of a person. Understand, you're minute, you're nothing, you're a minority. Minor accounts, they're major. All right? Free white person was you starting off. Free white person was us starting off. It wasn't the pale skin, it was the dark skin. You need to understand the status correction. Truly, you need to understand status. I don't want to get you all mixed up if you're based on child support, but it's the status. Who are you? You're saying you're this name. This is making you a black person. You're saying you this name. This is making you property of the United States. And what is the United States? United States means a federal corporation under 15. You go back to 15, state means any of the states under the United States. These states are in possession of the United States because they received this fucking TANF block grant. Excuse my language. The states are taking this money. They're taking this federal funding. So they're obligated to the feds. And then you're dealing and making contracts with the state. Now you're obligated to the state, and the state is obligated to the feds. Right now, the state is the federal slave, all right? And then when you're signing up with the state, you're the state slave. You understand? You see how this works. You see how this works, man. Y'all getting me hyped today. We got Brian Williams in the building. Happy Father's Day, King. Peace and love. D. Brown Bay in the building. She says, preach and teach. Peace and love. I got you. So TANF is a block grant. I'm going to let that sink in. When they go get food stamps, when they go get assistance from the... Y'all getting me. Listen, when y'all go get assistance from the state, quit taking money from the street. There's tricks. There's terms and conditions. When you're getting free food and free money, you're letting them fix your income, and there's terms and conditions. Yeah, y'all see the shirt? Yeah. There's terms and conditions. There's terms and Happy Father's Day, EJ the Great. Terms and conditions. Let's keep going. So, before I would do anything, I would update some type of status, whether it be tax forms, because all courts are tax courts. All courts are tax courts. It's that simple. When you implement the code 8 USC 1408, I'm trying to tell you, these are cheat codes for a reason. These are cheat codes I'm giving you. But you got to learn how to apply them. You got to know why it works. 8 USC 1408, nationals but not citizens of the United States. A person born in the outlying possession of the United States on or after the date of formal acquisition of such possession. Because you got to understand that you're a national. Being a citizen, EJ the Great says, bro, real talk, I've been following you for a minute. You're a beast. I appreciate that, man. So look, a citizen makes you property of the United States Corporation. You got to understand, the United States is just 10 by 10 square miles. It's the District of Columbia. And that's pretty much what's ruling and controlling the world. All right? You need to understand what's going on. It's all a game. You got to learn how to play the game. There's nothing wrong with playing the game. All right? You just got to play the game with no fear. Quit being scared. Quit letting people tell you what to do. Learn how to learn who you are and learn who your higher power and your creator is, because you're here for a purpose. This is spiritual warfare. You got led off stray. What's your purpose? All right? Stay on track. Stay on track. So AUSC. Boom. So first thing you're going to want to need is this W8 bin. This W8 bin. All right? This is, what is a W8 bin? W dash, the number 8, and then BEN. A W8 bin, it's a tax form because all crimes are commercial. Everything is a tax. All right? I'm going to need y'all to start looking these things up. All crimes are commercial. You can just Google it. And that's 27 CFR 7211. And this is their law. This is coming from Cornell. This is coming from Cornell, 27 CFR 7211. And this is disposition of seized personal property. Appreciate the donation, Brian Williams. Seized personal property. Seized personal property. So when they're able to take your stuff, this is their rules. All crimes are commercial. 27 CFR 7211. All crimes are commercial. Whether it's weed, marijuana, robbery, it's all a commercial crime, including child support, because all crimes are commercial. It's all contracts. They're getting rights off pieces of paper, okay? So you got to learn how to implement your rights through the pieces of paper. Really, it starts in your mind, all right? Now, first things first. You got to stay away from negative avertments. So once you get your W-8 bin in, you got your status corrected with the courts, you're assessing the tax. Doesn't matter what they say. Just do it right. You're not going to find remedy on the administrative level. And when I say that, the administrative level starting off is the courts, the lower level courts. Where you're going to start finding remedy is in the district courts, the IRS, the SEC, the FTC. All right? It starts with affidavits, though, in the lower level courts, and they're not supposed to understand what's going on because they're doing their job. It's set up that way. They don't know what you're talking about. Now, when you go to the district courts, they're going to know what you're talking about. As long as you did administrative remedy correctly. Like a lot of people that's been in jail or prison. When you go to the hole, you have to fight the write-up first before you can sue them. And it's just like that. You have to fight their write-ups first before you can sue them. This is called the administrative remedy. So I need y'all to understand that y'all are not seeing remedy. The reason why they can get off and doing this is because you didn't respond to the paperwork they sent you in the mail. That's their administrative process. You have to respond. The first one who leaves the battlefield first loses. I hope that makes sense. So first, you're going to put on a notice of mistake. And all we're doing is telling them sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Take notice that in the matter of surety, I believe there has been a mistake as a sole beneficiary as a public document. That I have been incorrectly identified as an accused or a suspect. Forgive me, if I or persons or friends of the court and or such parties acting in my interest have led a court or statutory body in a government service and or agents or officers of such bodies to believe by responding to you and or the all capitalized name and or such others identification such bodies have addressed me as that I am the party with surety in this matter, then that would be a mistake, and please forgive me. You have to understand, you answer to this name. You fill out forms. Your parents fill out forms. They're doing their job. You can't go in here getting mad and telling them, y'all, they fucked up. They're the honorable courts. They're doing what they're supposed to do. You didn't file the right forms. You want beef? That's what you do. You want to go to jail? That's what you do. You go in there and tell them they're frauds. You don't do that. You don't do that. Look, everybody on the Facebook, my Facebook messing up. So if you want to follow me, you want to follow the rest of this, I put the links on my page. Go to the YouTube or the Instagram, Don_Kilam. Much peace and love. But yes, do not tell them. Why would you tell the courts they're fraudulent? Why would you tell them they're not doing the job? Listen, don't you need their help right now? Don't they got you in constraints? Ain't they the one forcing stuff on you and casting their spell around the world, and they're believing the paperwork that they see or whatever they're putting in on you? You better learn the game. That's all I'm saying. Learn the game. Learn the game. Do not tell another man he's scamming you or whatever the courts are doing. You know what I mean? They're doing their job. I need y'all to know that. You have to remain honorable. All the forms that you've been filing out, whether it's W-2, W-4 forms, you're enslaving yourself. You're enslaving yourself. Serious shit. So, we're pulling this out of capacity, and we're letting them know, hey, it's a mistake. I've been allowing the world to identify me as this name. It's a mistake. I'm clearing the record. You know? So that's a notice of mistake. As government is the sole party on the surety bond, the birth certificate was sold in full surety as trustee for the legal name. What evidence do you have that I'm the trustee for the legal name? What evidence do you have that I'm a trustee and have any surety with respect to any name? What evidence do you have that I'm an officer or an agent, a trustee, or an employee of the crown? What evidence do you have of any warrant for agency for the principal? You're asking them questions now. You're asking them questions now. Now they have the benefit of the doubt. Now they have to prove. Now they have to prove their authority. Okay? Now, what makes my notice of mistake different? All right? This is customized notice of mistake by your boy Malik Kilam, also known as TheDonKilam. Now check me out. Demand to release lien of garnishment of wages and statement of fact. I demand to collapse the trust and release garnishment of payroll wages. If you have a garnishment of your wages for child support, this is going to get rid of it right here. The use of such instruments, body attachments, bench warrants, arrests, including garnishments of wages, presumably is a method to streamline arresting people for child support. Breaks down for the non-custodial parent. U.S. versus Rylander. Ignorance of the order or the inability to comply with the child support order, or as in this case, to pay, would be a complete defense to any contempt, sanction, violation of a court order, or a violation of litigants' rights. You're not going to see remedy all the time in this lower level courts. Yes, we have the templates. If you want these templates, you need to go to the YouTube. Costs $100 if you want these templates. You want coaching, it's gonna cost $500. If you want us to do it for you, coaching, fill in all the blanks, it's $1,000. Child support. Go to my YouTube. Listen. Now, Trinji versus Pagliano. It's a violation of the 11th Amendment for a foreign citizen to invoke the judicial power of the state. Article 11. The judicial power of the United States should not be construed to extend to any suit in law or equity commenced to prosecute against one of the United States by citizens of another state or by a citizen or subjects in any foreign state. They're foreign to the United States. An attorney for the plaintiff cannot admit evidence into the court. He is either an attorney or a witness. Trinzi versus Pagliaro. An attorney for the plaintiff cannot admit evidence into the court. He is either an attorney or a witness. Which one are you? Because as soon as they step out that jacket and they become a witness, now we putting them on the stand. U.S. citizens, federal citizens, are foreign to the several states and subjects of the federal United States, state of New Columbia, and District of Columbia. Attorneys are considered foreign agents under the Foreign Agent Registration Act, FARA, and are subject of the Bar Association. Now next, my notice of mistake. This is TheDonKilam's notice of mistake. And I'm putting it out there freely for the world. I put this out there for the world. Did this myself. This came from moi. Notice of demand of office, of oath of office and statement of jurisdiction. So not only are we demanding the oath of offices, we're demanding the statement of jurisdiction. So what gives you jurisdiction over me? Once jurisdiction has been challenged, it must be proven. And I'm going to do this for your state, any state that you're in. And then we're breaking down that we know We know about the Trading with the Enemy Act, Executive Order 6260, under the Trading with the Enemy Act. All right? Anytime you're putting my name, the state versus you, the state versus me, all of that, that's trading with the enemy. Trading, you just took my credit and you turned me to an enemy. And you're filing things with the DTCC because you think I'm ignorant. The Depository Trust Company. All right? Now, that's my notice of mistake. That's 8 pages. All right? Next, what you're going to attach to all these documents is a W-9 because it's a tax issue. When we go back to 28 U.S.C., all courts are tax courts, right? Subsection 2. Court means any court created by the Congress of the United States, excluding the United States Tax Court. So it's a tax issue. Check in on everybody. We got Tony says, tell her, brother, fuck benefits and privileges. I have 8 seeds. I made mine in private. I can take care of them in private. Listen, if y'all see the thing, listen when I first start, y'all asking about these documents. If you want these documents, it's going to be $100 on the Cash App. You want these child support documents, it's $100 on the Cash App. $100 on the Cash App. If you want me to coach you with these documents, it's going to be $500. If you want me to fill in the blanks and do it all for you, plus coaching, it's going to be $1,000. It's going to be 30 to 90 day process. Don't think I'm just going to call you right away. None of that. So if you don't have patience, you've been on child support for how long? So look, it's going to take 30 to 90 days. Period. It's going to take 30. It might take 30 days for me to even call you. You know what I'm saying? But if I got the information, I'll get it together. So $100 if you want these templates. $500 if you want coaching with the templates. $1,000 if you want me to fill in the blanks, my team to fill in the blanks for you and give you coaching. Now back to the subject. Y'all keep interrupting my class. W-9s. It's a tax issue. You attach the W-9s to any court document. Period. Now, this is what y'all don't know. The Schedule I. I'm not going to go deep into this. The Schedule I. Because you got to understand, TANF is a block grant. Schedule I. Form 990. Form 990. This is going to be attached with your documents. All right? I can't go over this in the public. But this is a Schedule I of Form 990. It's open to public inspection, so we're publicly inspecting it right now. But this is for grants and other assistance to organizations. And this is what's being filled out. This is what's being filled out when your significant other or your child's mother gets TANF. This is being filled out on your kid's name and and the kid's mother's name. You got to stop it. A Form 990. 1099 OID. We do this next. This is the third. The real courts are the IRS. That's the third step. That's the third step process. First is the lower level courts. Secondly, it's the district courts. Last step is the IRS. And then if they really want to get crazy, we go to the SEC and the FTC. Now, when doing this, you're going to have to fill out a fiduciary form, a notice concerning fiduciary relationship. And this is going to be the actual judge. The actual judge, all right? The actual judge that's writing these summaries and statements. That's who is your actual IRS agent in this case. And it's going to show you where to even put the court on part 3. You put all the court proceedings right there where it all took place. We also create our own promissory note. I'm including directions, so it does come with some directions, just vague directions. If you're already advanced, you know what you're doing. Next step, you're going to want to include a letter of rogatory of relief. I might even put this on top. Attach your W-9 to this. If you want to truly understand what a letter of rogatory is, this is actually, a lot of people try to use this and they get ignored by the judge, and that's because they don't know how to enforce it, because they don't know what it is. A rogatory is a letter or letters of request of a formal request from a court to a foreign court for some type of judicial assistance. If you're still in the wrong status, you're not foreign. If you're still considered white or black using the social, you're not foreign to The court. You got to make sure you get your status correctly so you're foreign to the court, so they have to accept your letter of rogatory. Now, real quick, I'm not going to break down this whole letter of rogatory because I've done this in past classes, all right? See what Brian said. Let's see what Brian said. Yes, I got you. Now, look. Appreciate your support, Brian. Letter of rogatory for relief. First of all, you need to know you can only send a summons to dead people. You can only summons dead people. Don't they send you a summons to court? So a living soul and breathing man for the executor. You got to understand what the trust is. And I'm going to take you here again because you understand everything's under full faith and credit, right? So who owns the United States debt? Who owns the United States debt from thebalance.com? I'm going to tell you who owns the United States debt. The Social Security Trust Fund owns the United States debt. Social Security Trust owns $2.91 trillion. Do you see this? Medicare owns $230 billion. That's what's owed to the United States Trust. Debt held by the public, $21 trillion. The Social Security Trust Fund. This is how they're accessing everything. Social Security Trust Fund. Understand that. Now, the letter of rogatory. We put that on file. And basically, this is breaking down the fraud of the court. We're aware. Y'all operate under Duns and Bradstreet. This is admiralty jurisdiction. This is not an Article 3 court. All right? I've learned about it behind the scenes, and I'm putting it on the record. When the judge asked, I'm just breaking it down. Paid to the order. We're talking about the bonds. We're talking about the DTCC, the Department of Defense. What they're doing, read it. The securities that are being held at the Depository Trust Company in New York City. How they have an escrow agent. Talks more about the Bar Association. They're just tax collectors. You know what I'm saying? They're just debt collectors. The U.S. judge and U.S. attorney are actually employees of the IMF. All right, the International Monetary Fund. Indictments are true bills, meaning they are negotiable instruments. The district attorney failed to give me a 1099 OID showing me the recipient of funds, which is fraud upon me. In my case, I have not been indicted, but still request a 1099 OID. When doing this, listen, it's either a gift or a tax. And it's not a tax until you assess it, and you do that by affidavit. A corporation cannot assess a tax. Only the live man or the live national can. I hope this is making sense. According to the IRS 6209 decoding manual and the automated data processing manual, all 1099s are classified gifts in the state taxes. This is why it's important to understand trust law, contract law. Trust law, contract law. I hereby request a copy of the depository resolution agreement from the clerk of courts and a W-9 from the judge and the U.S. attorney involved if you wish to proceed with this case. You need to understand, you are the boss. That's what it said. Do you understand your charge? They can't move forward until you say you understand. This is all contracts. You have to have full comprehension of what's going on. Next is a demur. And what this is doing is just asserting our special appearance, right? And then challenging jurisdiction. Once jurisdiction is challenged, the court cannot proceed when it clearly appears that the court lacks jurisdiction. Once jurisdiction is challenged, it must be proven. The law requires proof of jurisdiction to appear on the record of the administrative agency in all administrative proceedings. But if you're not doing this, then it's just contracts, private contracts, and the government cannot interfere with private contracts. Because you say you understand, and you sign these agreements. The government can't nobody interfere with private agreements. Watch what you say, watch what you do, watch out what forms you fill out. Then here's our demand of dismissal due to our reservation of rights, because our status is corrected. I went through that pretty fast. It's not very long, and it's a 4-page document. You see it. And then here's the facts. This is the 15 pages of facts right here. 15 pages of facts. This is why I request $100. This is 15 pages of facts. Most of these are handcrafted by your boy, Malik Kilam, TheDonKilam, all right? But this is not in my information. We're challenging due process of law. Child support must be proven. You know what I'm saying? We're breaking down more about we're just breaking down the frauds of child support And we're also breaking down, it's a TANF. We're breaking down what the definitions, more definitions, presumptions, due process of law. All right, 15 pages. That's it right there. Courts must not use arrest warrants or license suspensions as a mean of coercing the payment of court debt when an individual has not been afforded constitutionally adequate procedural protections. There's no due process, period. And we're using 42 U.S.C. Section 658A, Title IBD, Child Support Enforcement Incentive. All right, we're using these codes. We're using codes, United States codes. We'll use your state codes, and we also use stare decisis, and then we take it to the IRS codes. All right. But that's it. 15 pages for you. 15 pages for you. And then there's the template for the Form 56. You know, I'm just breaking it down. I'm showing y'all what it is, what I'm doing. If you have a little understanding of what's going on, you're going to see why these work, and you'll learn how to enforce them. But this pretty much works for everything, and this is what's going to help you sue them right here. After you preserve your rights, you're on the record, you got your status corrected. This is what's going to help you sue them. Deprivation of rights under color of law. Peace and love, y'all, man. So I hope y'all are feeling that. Hope y'all understand what's going on. Look, there you go, right there. I just put the we got Private 9 in the building. Peace and love, peace and love. So I just put the prices up there. Everybody says they find this information of value. I forgot I had put the poll up there. I'm about to pull it up. I know I went fast. I'm about to pull it up. All right, so look, child support templates. $100. $100 donation. I'll make sure you get all these templates. Child support templates with coaching. $500. $500. Child support done for you. With the coaching done for you, $1,000. And the same thing will go with the status right now. If you need your status corrected, $100 for the templates, $500 with coaching. We'll give you the templates with the coaching, then $1,000 will do it for you. All right, that's just what it is right now. But I need y'all to know, when dealing with court, status correction can be simple as this. The WA ban and just learning how to enforce it, or just making your name a LLC and learning how to enforce that, your first, middle, and last name, or just having just a simple EIN, just a simple EIN paper with your name as the business. All right. Everybody that's following along, I do got the Instagram. I got a few people on Instagram, and I got a few people on YouTube right now. It's too early for y'all, ain't it? So look, if y'all have any questions, let me know. I answer them right now. Be sure you can type it out though. Type out your questions. I don't know if y'all can see Atlanta behind me, man. It's so beautiful. She said, "Can I see your hoodie?" That's funny. Hold on, I thought y'all could see me. Oh, I got you. It's like a little delay on the YouTube. Instagram can see my shit right away. Now, you notify whoever you got contracts with about your status. They say, who do I notify concerning my status? Whoever you got contracts with. You know what I mean? Estate planning. There is no estate planning form. Someone asked me, How do I get the estate planning form? There is no estate planning form. Estate planning is doing a trust, doing a will, actually planning your estate. And I'm telling y'all right now, they got apps for that. They got apps to plan your estate. All you gotta do, Google what is estate planning. Google that shit. What does estate planning consist of? It consists of trust. It consists of wills, powers of attorney, healthcare powers of attorney. What you gonna do with your property? What you gonna do with your funds? What you gonna do with your anything you may own? How you handing down your wealth to your kids? You know. I'm trying to pull it up, but my computer going slow with them apps because I'm sharing my screen. I suggest you get $1 million worth of game. That breaks down estate planning right in that book. Trust and wills, that's estate planning. You know, that's a good question though. But obviously you're a beginner, you need to speed up. If you're asking questions like that, you got a lot to study. Years of study. So I'm breaking down. What is estate planning? Estate planning is simply the process of making it clearly known how you want your estate to be handled after you pass or if you're incapacitated and unable to handle things on your own. The most common estate planning definition is the process of making plans for the management and transfer of your estate after your death, using a will, trust, insurance policies, or other devices. Estate planning has been around for many years, but it's becoming increasingly more and more common. So whatever you may own, where's it going? Can you define status change? No, I can't define status change. I can define status. Status in the corporate world, in the United States world, in the commercial world. Status is what you have the rights for. So you got to understand identity, status, and then standing. First, they identify you. When they identify you and know who you are, that's going to show what you have status for. What is your status? That's like your title. Status is like a title. And then when you figure out what your title is, when you know what your title is, you know what your status is, you know what your title is, then that shows what you have rights for. Salute and happy Father's Day to all fathers from Nebraska Republic, Omaha Territory. Peace and love to you, Matu Farrell L. Private 9 says a lot. This is Peace King. Will this video be available on your YouTube channel? Just got a few minutes ago. Yes, it'll be available. I'm going to leave it up. I ain't going to take it off yet. I'll leave it up for like over a month. Anything specific I need to do, drop a donation at MalikKilam.com because you keep asking questions. If you're a beginner, you need to come spend with me so we can speed you up. Yeah, you do have. There's a lot of wind in the background. I'm on my computer. And I need y'all to know, operating in the private, it just starts by learning and thinking correctly. You gotta learn how to think correctly. That's just what it is. Learn how to think correctly. Please learn how to think correctly. And then when you learn how to think correctly, you can keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? When you learn how to think correctly, you can keep pushing forward. You can start implementing these processes. But you gotta know it first. Peace and love. Peace and love. You gotta know it first. You can't just be throwing paperwork at judges and people if you're not implementing it. Because when you're actually doing this stuff, that's when the clarity's gonna come. And then if you get no, if somebody tells you no, or you get something sent in the mail, if it's not certified mail, that came from a corporation. I need y'all to understand this. I'm gonna state this clearly right now. If they didn't send it certified mail, return receipt requested, registered mail, a corporation sent this, anybody could have sent that to you, and you're just accepting it. We got Wendell Freeman in the building. Peace and love. So quit accepting shit in the mail. You're accepting contracts for what? I don't get it. Why are you accepting contracts for? If they said, hey, you owe us $1 million, motherfucker, who are you? I don't even know who you are. A corporation can't even speak for itself. I want to know who said I own them. That's who I need to talk to. Know what I mean? Why would you pay the state child support when you didn't make babies with the state? You had sex with the state? You had sex with the state of Georgia? You had the sex with the state of California? You had sex with the state of Michigan? You had sex with the state of Florida? Why are you letting them in your personal life? You're allowing them to create contracts to get in your personal affairs. I don't get it. I don't get it. So think about that. That's what you need to think about. Look, I don't got no relationships between you and the state of Missouri. I didn't fuck the state of Missouri. Anytime, listen, so I'm trying to tell you, they're sending you bills saying you owe them when they gave your baby mama or your wife or whoever a TANF grant. They gave them a grant. You don't have to pay back grants. Why are you paying back grants? You wonder why they call you black. Listen, in law, they call you black because black means 3/5 of a person. It means you're ignorant. They spell your name in all capitalized letters because they say you're dead. You don't even know what's going on out here. We got TJ Nab. Happy Father's Day. Peace and love. Peace and love. So I need y'all to understand this. They're saying you're not even real. You're not even here. You're dead. And we're planning your estate. That's estate planning. They're saying you're dead or you're incompetent and we have to plan your estate. Yes. Civil mortuus. Civil mortuus. Let's look it up. I'm going to break that down to you. Thank you, Private 9. Civil mortuus. Civil death is the loss of all or almost all civil rights by a person due to a conviction or a felony or due to the act of the government. Who is considered civil mortuus? One is considered as if he were naturally dead so as far as his rights are concerned. Civil mortuus. Understand that you're considered dead in the eyes of the law. Being black. Look, it says it. What does black mean in the eyes of the law? Civil mortuus. Socially and politically black implies civil mortuus, which means dead in the eyes of the law. I can't make this up. And I'm about to screen share this. Right here. I just Googled this and it popped up. Let me find my screen share screen. Look, I Googled civil mortuus and went down. What does black mean in the eyes of the law? Socially and politically black implies silvatur mortuus, which means dead in the eyes of the law. This is not TheDonKilam's information. This information has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. At least 400, I would say. Alright? I can't make this up, y'all. Y'all need to know what's going on. Oh, y'all didn't even get to see it. Okay, I got you. Y'all didn't even get to see it. Boom, there it is. So, civil mortuus, I Googled it. Saw that it means civilly dead. Went down, what does black mean in the eyes of the law? It means being civil mortuus. Socially and politically black implies silvatur mortuus, which means dead in the eyes of the law. Status correction. You're the one marking black. Didn't nobody force you to mark black on these legal documents? Look, you can be black all you want in the streets, yo. Don't be black on paperwork. That's all I'm going to say. I need y'all to clearly understand that. You feel me? And you don't have to tell nobody nothing. When you start seeing results, then they're going to ask questions. Don't worry about showing nobody shit. When they start seeing results in your life, then they're going to ask you questions. Everybody see it, man? Chef Loco in the building. So I hope everybody can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it. I still see the screen up there. Let me see. I don't know if it showed y'all or not. I'm gone though. I'm out, man. Much peace and love. You want this information? There y'all go. There y'all go. I see it. Boom, there it is. Civil mortuus. I'm going to put it in the chat too. There it is. There you have it. Civil mortuus. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. I had to drop something and do something for y'all. Prosperity is your birthright. Remember that. Much peace and love. Make sure you go to MalikKilam.com. Become a private member. Coming to a city near you. I got a lot of great things in store. I got a lot of great things coming up. Right now I'm still in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta for a week. Yeah, that's it. EJ the Great says that's peace almighty. You can be black in the streets but not black on paper. That's what it is. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't ask no questions. Does this process concern the passport? Of course it does. The passport. If your status, you need status correction to get the right passport. I appreciate everybody rocking with me, man. If everybody that sent those donations, I'm gonna take care of that right now. It's already filled in for you. All you got to do is switch in your information. You feel me? That's it. And I'm going to go through it one more time. I'm going to tell you what you're going to get. From Don Kilam. The Father's Day special. Hashtag FDS. Hashtag FDS. And you're going to get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 documents, okay? First document is going to be a template for the Form 56. It's going to show you how to fill it in. Form 56, straight template. You're going to get a blank WA bin, just so you know what to get. And I'm going to give you the template WA bin. You're going to get the affidavit of facts, which is 15 pages, okay? 15 pages. And I need you to know, we always label every document we have as an exhibit because it's making it as evidence. If anybody tampers with evidence, it's over with. So you're getting the affidavit of facts, 15 pages. Just breaking down the facts of child support and why you don't have to pay it, why it's irrelevant to you. Next, you're going to get the affidavit of demand to dismiss, 4-page document, demand to dismiss. Just plug and play your information. Read it, plug and play. Next document is going to be an affidavit of facts in a special demurrer. And what this is doing is asserting all your rights in maritime law and all your commercial rights. And then making you an appearance, a special appearance, so you're not under their jurisdiction. And we're objecting to the things they have said. And they're going to have to prove their jurisdiction. Next, letter of rogatory for relief. This is a foreign court. This is a 4-page document just breaking down the frauds and putting more facts and assessing the tax. This really goes to the district courts. You're also going to get a directions for the case, just a quick little summary of what to do. All right. You're also going to get a template for your promissory note. You're going to want to have a promissory note on file and notarized for the courts so you can prove that you tried to pay them because they don't have any money. They're under bankruptcy. Next will be the blank Form 56. Then the blank 1099 OID. You're going to get the Form 990, the Schedule I, because TANF is a grant. And then the blank W-9. Then you're going to get the Notice of Mistake, which is 8 pages. What's special about my Notice of Mistake is directly for child support. Child support, and it's going to implement the Trinzi versus Pagliano, and how are they going to garnish your wages and try to put a warrant against you if you don't pay it. Then the statement of jurisdiction, we're demanding oaths of offices, and some more facts about trading with the enemy and what's really going on with the bankruptcy. Next thing is going to be a standard form 28. We didn't go over this, but a standard form 28 for the affidavit of individual surety, because everything is always bonded. We're showing you we know about the bonds. We're bonding ourselves. And that's it. If you want these documents, the Cash App is TheDonKilam. TheDonKilam. Put your email address in the memo box. Send $100 if you want the templates, $500 if you want coaching, and $1,000 if you want us to handle it for you. TheDonKilam. TheDonKilam is the Cash App. Put it in here because I see y'all still asking. I'll go to MalikKilam.com or go to DonKilam.com/donate. It's that simple. Happy Father's Day. I got these child support documents. I'm going to leave them up. This offer is good until the end of July. This offer will stand until the end of July. So there's some fathers out there that still need to get their money up, go hustle their money up. Hey, what's $500 to get coaching and do this? Or hey, what's $1,000 to get rid of $80,000 in child support, or $100,000 in child support, $20,000 in child support? $1,000 is nothing. If you know a little bit of what you're doing, $500 is nothing. I coach you through it. If you know you've been doing this thing and this is just your last result, you've tried everything, you're pretty good with the law because you've been filing forms. Listen, $100 is for you. If you think you know, you can do it. You just need a little help, coaching, a little guidance. You need a FaceTime video or a class or something. Then the $500 is going to be you. That's what you're going to want to do. Child support with the coaching. Now, child support, coaching, done for you, $1,000. I'll give you the coaching because you need to know why it's working. And then you can help somebody else. Because, hey, if you spend $1,000 with me and then it works, you need to learn how to go ahead and take that $1,000 that you spent and invest in yourself. You got the files, you got the forms. Learn how to help other people. Simple as that. You're going to run into some hiccups sometimes, but hey, that's why you just paid me for a coaching call. And I'll talk you through it. You feel me? With that, I'm out. Much peace and love. Remember, prosperity is your birthright. Private 9 says hit like, subscribe, and share, folks. We love you, God. Have a great day. Great videos always. I love y'all too, man. Much peace and love. Peace.